there, welcome to the channel. I'm Cindy Daychuck with Queen Bee Creations, and today we're going to work on a wreath. I thrifted this base. This is what was left hanging on it. And what you don't see is that it's kind of covered in glue. So these were the last remnants of whatever was on there, but somebody, I think, had maybe purchased it or thrifted it, pulled everything off, and there was just too much glue on there for what they wanted to do, and maybe they re-thrifted it. Okay, these little guys are garbage. I'm not using them again. And so what I thought, because it's all glue, it doesn't mean it doesn't still make an awesome base. It's not garbage then. It just means you're going to cover that. You're going to use the base, but you're going to cover all of the glue, which means we're going to make a wreath that's all florals. And I just thought I wanted to do something that different color scheme. I've just been putting Christmas wreaths away for the season, pulling out all the spring and the summer, all the florals and that sort of thing. And I got a shortage, but the ones that I do have are kind of either very muted, soft, romantic kind of pastels, or they're more in the pinks and those kinds of tones. So I thought I happened to have thrifted this chain of these kind of orange and cream. And I thought, well, you know what? If somebody loves these colors, I don't have anything for them. So we are going to do just a big, massive floral display. I've pulled odds and ends, and I've got like a huge basket of just flower heads, huge bag, and I've just leaf ends. And so we're gonna use up a lot of those kinds of things, but we're going to start with this chain, and I'm saying chain very specifically because it's got like these rubberized links holding them. Now I could cut them apart and use all the individual segments, but I thought that maybe what we'd try is just putting them all around in the circle and then adding blooms to that so that that becomes the base, and then we just add in blooms all over, and we just have this big explosion of flowers. I don't know yet. We'll see together. In my head, it looks wondrous. But everything always looks that way in my head. It's just whether I can execute it to match that vision. I'm sure you guys are the same way, that sometimes you visualize something and it's a case of whether or not you can actually make it happen. But I'm willing to take you along on the journey, and just so that you kind of see some different ways of doing some things, or different ideas, or, you know, if you look at this kind of garland and you're thinking, I don't know what to do with that. I didn't either, but I picked it up anyway, and now we're giving it a go. Okay, I'm bringing you in this way because I think it's easier to maybe see some of what I'm doing. Hopefully I don't get in the way too much. But I thought, if I leave these on the chain, I could use these floral picks because I think that they'll go in and stick quite well in there. And so the starting part of this whole journey, okay, I don't want empty ones though, so let's get rid of that guy. So the whole starting part is just to, oh my goodness, take our chain and just start. I want to work in the loop so that it's definitely adhered, and that anchors it quite well. So as I go, I just want to open up all of the leaves. Well, you belong somewhere. I just want to open up all of the leaves and the florals so that they kind of sit on either side. And we'll, ouch, I just keep stabbing myself and not getting one. And then we'll just anchor them in as we go. But I think that we can get let's just move that this way. I think that we can get a lot of fullness. Now it kind of alternates with leaves and flowers. So that's why I was saying, okay, we'll be able to fill in as we go, and that we'll just use this as our base. So, you know, like here, we'll need a flower in there, but that's okay. We've got lots of other leaves and flowers. I kind of went through the back stash, which is all thrifted flowers hanging over there. Some that were from my mom's crafting stash that I rescued. Oh, there you go. Where's my extra little, there's where you belong. Okay, so I'm going to get these all anchored down, and then we'll take a look at the other flowers that I pulled and some of the leaves, and we'll start going from there. But you can see how this starts to outline kind of just a nice base for us. All right, that kind of filled that in quite nicely as a base. And there was a couple of spots where I was missing a flower, and I just pulled them off of the end of the last of the little bit of train that I had. And this is perfect having some of these, because I'll be able to add them in with some of my other florals. So awesome. Now, I like to add my leaves in last. I like to put them in as kind of filler around where I have my blooms. Some people do it the opposite. I don't think that there's a right or a wrong. What I did pull though is these ones, I only have the flowers. I don't have stems, but they seem to kind of go well. And so I pulled some other roses in that color. I have some of these guys that I could pull in a little bit more of the orange, which, you know what, I don't see why not. And if I wanted to go a little bit more yellow in spots, these with a little bit of the orange, I think I could get away with them too. So we have places to go. The place to start though is with an idea of that being my top. Do I want my wreath to kind of flow down, or do I want it to flow sideways? You know, just kind of, what do I want? Do I want it a little bit more totally circular, right? I'm not a very good totally circular person. I'm thinking I might go this way. So you can see how well those already fill in, you know, a little bit of greenery up there, and we're kind of good to go. But, you know, we have some of these yellow roses. I'm not sticking them into anything. I'm just laying them out. I like to play first. I have some of these deeper orange guys. If I did, I don't have very many, but if I did you two, and then you two kind of in here-ish, balance against the big guy. Okay, kind of coming up with a bit of a plan. I'm kind of digging these colors for a change. I definitely need more yellow. I have, more of those same kind of yellow roses. But this is kind of how you go. Start cutting them out, laying them out a bit, seeing how it looks, how it works for you. I don't want super long stems on these. Oh, you're bad cutters. Okay, I kind of like these spiky guys. They're in a softer orange. And I did find some clippers to clip a few more of these roses, which I'll have to have back in here also. I have you guys there and here-ish. And a little on the inside. It's kind of stuffing and tucking and all kinds of stuff. And then I think I definitely want to use the last of some of these, which may need to be glued in. But you get the idea. We just want to start playing. But I'm loving the look of the soft yellows and kind of those soft orangey, corally kind of colors. They're kind of working for me for a change. And sometimes you just have to play outside of your regular color choices, just to open it up a little bit, some different ideas, or certainly if you're selling for markets, because not everybody is going to like just one color, right? You have to leave yourself open to a number. All right, I still need more roses. I need, oh, maybe you guys. You're kind of in that pale green. See, this is squirrel. I'm kind of digging some of those hydrangeas in there. All right, this is what I'm thinking. Just big and colorful. And then we need to add in a few leaves and greenery in there. And nobody will see any of that ugly glue form that's on the base of this. It's perfect. Okay, I'm kind of liking this. I'm still debating these big flowers, actually. You guys are no help to me because you can't. It's just not looking like it's a top wreath, right? It's looking more to me like we want it to just be a balanced all over wreath. And then somebody can decide how they want to hang it. So I'm thinking rather than this, because I'm definitely not doing a ribbon on this one. So I may move these, balance it out a little bit more. With these nestled up here, and then these nestled up here. How do I feel about that? It's easier looking at you. Maybe, but then you have to come a little further. Okay, I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to keep moving them around before I anchor anything down. All right, so what I have decided is that I want everything to kind of stay rounded. I don't want things angled flat anywhere. So, you know, like, whoa, move on to the next guy instead of you, and I'll get you fixed after. So I want these guys to be tucked in but upright. And I'm kind of using that chain as well to just kind of help anchor things in place. It just gives a little bit more stability even. But I'm going to kind of use things on short stems and try and stick them in upright so that we don't have a definitive top and bottom apart from other people's aesthetics. All right, another rose up top. All right, this is our finished little wreath. I love the colors. It's such a switch from anything else that I have in the shop, which is perfect. I love that, you know, you could do it this way. I think kind of in my eyes, it's this way or this way, right? That doesn't work for me as much. This way right there with the hydrangeas at the top or with the big bloom at the top. But it's just really about kind of creating some balance. I didn't use a lot of leaves. I used mostly florals. I just really wanted something with a lot of flowers rather than, I couldn't show a lot of the vine base because it was so icky, but it doesn't mean it doesn't work. And it doesn't mean that you still can't create something that looks brand new, that looks lovely, and is infinitely usable. So when you see them and they're glued together too much, or there's tons of ugly stuff, just cut it away. Do something that's going to cover the whole base and it'll be fine. Case in point. Let me know what you think of this one. Just really taking you along for it. I had to do something to replace some of the Christmas stuff in the shop because I had sold out of a lot of the last year's spring and summer before I went into fall. And so it's just kind of that season. So I'm loving the blooms. It's making a nice switch in there from all of the fir tree stuff. Looking forward to seeing you on the next one as always. And until then, take care.